Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to show how we installed this trellis behind us here. But before we do that, let's take a look back at the fabrication of this piece. So you can see the top partway through fabrication here in the studio. And here's a look at the legs with some of the weave pattern welded in. This is before collaring. Now the way we made this weave pattern is I drew up some die plates in CAD, and my friend Morgan cut out these plates on his plasma cutter, which is a great machine that just cuts super precise. Here you can see the plates before welding. We cut holes into the outside two plates so that we could laminate this up and make this die in a cost-effective manner. Now we're forging and squeezing this bar into shape to create this very uniform, very even weave pattern because we wanted it to match since the parts mirror on the legs. Here is the finial for the top of the trellis. This was actually forged out of a piece of 3-inch square stainless brought down to an octagon. Here's the rough forging ground, and you can see it here finished on top of the trellis. We always welcome a quick visit from the Quality Control Inspector, Chester. Such a friendly face. Here you can see some of the scrolls that were on top of the trellis. They're being forged. So we drew them out on the power hammer to thin the ends. And then after that, they were scrolled over to begin the scroll work. We finished that up on a scroll jig by bending it around. And this stainless steel is super springy and just requires a lot of heat and a lot of patience in order to get the form right. So here you can see the scroll tool keeps everything uniform and even. Here's the assembled legs with the collars added on. That collar just shrinks on there hot. We set those on hot and it secures and makes it actually a little bit stronger. So here's the installation. We're using a genie lift to lift it up, and then the legs are brought in underneath. Once we have all 4 legs, we can kind of position them underneath and then weld those into place. It requires a lot of help on site to install a piece like this. There were 4 of us putting this in, and all hands on deck were definitely needed. There was some positioning that needed to be done. And then here Drew is welding in one of the legs. Once all 4 legs were welded in, I went back with a stick welder and welded in the bottom to secure it to some plates that were already anchored into the ground. Once all 4 legs were installed, we were then able to remove the genie lift, and the last step was to bring in 4 large connecting scrolls that tied the legs together, just added a bit more grace to the form and a bit of strength overall to the structure. And here you can see the finished result, a really beautiful refined trellis, all made out of stainless steel. As always, thanks so much to everyone who subscribes and comments and supports this channel in one way or another. It helps move the needle here on YouTube, and we really appreciate the support. Have a great day, everyone.